If you can't convince them, confuse them. You can't get rich in politics unless you're a crook. Work hard. Do your best. Keep your word. Never get too big for your britches. Trust in God. Have no fear. And never forget a friend. Not all readers are leaders, but all leaders are readers. It is amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit. If you don't have your own goals, you'll be doomed to work towards someone else. A pessimist is one who makes difficulties of his opportunities, and an optimist is one who makes opportunities of his difficulties. Show me a man that gets rich by being a politician, and I'll show you a crook. A president cannot always be popular. There is no gratitude for things past. Gratitude is always for what you're going to do, for people in the future. Our goal must not be peace in our time, but peace for all time. I fear we are too much concerned with material things to remember that our real strength lies in spiritual values. I can always get along with an honest friend. Always be sincere, even if you don't mean it. I said that an expert was a fellow who was afraid to learn anything new, because then he wouldn't be an expert anymore. How do you live a long life? Take a 2-mile walk every morning before breakfast. The best way to give advice to your children is to find out what they want, and then advise them to do it. A leader is the man who has the ability to get other people to do what they don't want to do, and like it. Actions are the seed of fate. Deeds grow into destiny. To be able to lead others, a man must be willing to go forward alone. America was not built on fear. America was built on courage, on imagination, and an unbeatable determination to do the job at hand. The only thing new in the world is the history you do not know. If we do not want to die together in war, we must learn to live together in peace. Tact is the ability to step on a man's toes without messing up the shine on his shoes. If you want to live like a Republican, you've got to vote for a Democrat. A society will be judged by how it treats its weakest members. It's not job to toughen our children up to face a cruel and heartless world. It's our job to raise children who will make the world a little less cruel and heartless. I never did give them hell. I just told the truth, and they thought it was hell. Being too good is apt to be uninteresting. The White House is the finest prison in the world. Being president is a little bit like riding a tiger. You have to keep riding, or else you will be swallowed up by it. Prosperous farmers make for a prosperous nation. And when farmers are in trouble, the nation is in trouble. Once a decision was made, I didn't worry about it afterward. We must build a new world, a far better world, one in which the eternal dignity of men is respected. When even one American who has done nothing wrong is forced by fear to shut his mind and close his mouth, then all Americans are in peril. The seeds of totalitarian regimes are nurtured by misery and want. Given the choice between a Republican and someone who acts like a Republican, people will vote for the real Republican all the time. The United Nations is designed to make possible lasting freedom and independence for all its members. A bureaucrat is a Democrat who holds some office that a Republican wants. Without a strong educational system, democracy is crippled. Knowledge is not only key to power, it is the citadel of human freedom. I never sit on a fence. I am either on one side or another. When we understand the other fellow's viewpoint, understand what he is trying to do, 9 times out of 10 he is trying to do right. I do not believe there is a problem in this country or the world today which could not be settled if approached through the teaching of the Sermon on the Mount.